second, but this one's about going out late at night and trying to pick someone up and succeeding. It goes like this. Looking at you, I'm thinking that could be me, but it's not, because I sit at the bar blowing thought rings into the air. They settle over your head like a halo, then gently disperse to fill the air with subtle ease. Your eyes look up and into mine with a golden glint and a silent sign that says, let's come together right now. I stand up, not needing to talk, then I turn and walk. You're only 10 paces behind me, clackety-clacking high heels on the darkened street. We find somewhere less public than rip into each other with hunger and intensity. Our lust entwined like flowering vines. We lie down and fuck! While somewhere in the background a lone dog barks. We'll get back onto that feces theme just for a moment, shall we? This one's about, you know, just enjoying what they have to do every day. It's called overwhelming pleasure. Overwhelming pleasure as I discard feces at leisure, leaving a heaped measure of a special kind of treasure. No one needs the toilet for a while, because that's where I'm at for a while, with a great big smile and a great big pile that eases out with style. Rapid relaxation, sublime satisfaction, and ground-shaking gratification through excrement extraction. And just to lead on from that, life's all about choices, and you know, it's whatever you decide to do. It's like, am I going to take a dump or watch TV? So it's like this. It's called 20th century feces. You've seen 20th century Fox displayed on your box, but this is 20th century feces, an assortment of putrid species, sliding out my arse like skin on broken glass. It's more of a private function than watching television, but I'll drop you a reminder because the show will be a blinder and I wouldn't want you to miss it. This one's probably a bit more serious, but it's about, you know, it's one sentence and it's something you'd really like to say to someone when they're really fucking you off, you know, and being unnecessarily ass-wipe type thing, you know. It goes kind of like this. It's called Signed, Sealed and Delivered. As a self-righteous oral onslaught cascades from your shit-infested mouth like a raging torrent of muddy water, I suddenly think how wonderful it would be to raise a gun and level it at your putrid face before jamming your babble back down your throat with a high-velocity bullet and watch it explode out your human head to tattoo the wall behind you with a beautifully balanced blend of blood, brain and bone. Boom! Right, here's just the short one that's dedicated to one of my favourite body parts. It's called Nose. Nose, you're a snot condenser and a bogey dispenser, like a drug pusher all calm and kosher, with your hidden arsenal of that special mineral that my dedicated worker, Mr. Index Finger, is always trying to pilfer. There's a couple more, yeah, there's a couple more. This one's called Where I'll Be. Oh, hang on, I've fucking forgotten this one as well. Oh, that's right, I think it goes like this. You know what it's like when it's you in your room and me in mine? We know exactly what we want in the quagmire of our separation. Sometimes I'm looking up, I'm seeing just what the medicine man prescribed. I'm seeing everything as it could have, should have and would have been. But then I'm seeing what's left when the smoke is cleared. And just as I feared, things are kind of weird. Because I'm joining up the dots and coming up with knots and scribbles and unsolved riddles, thinking, shit, here I go again. Constant offending and the crime of repetition, and like the twirling dancer in a jewellery box, I'm sick of that same old tune. Show me that hill and that's where I'll be found, just sitting around on the ground like an idle cat on its mat, doing the drawback on every sight and sound, sucking it all in through my wide brim grin. Alright, thanks heaps. Maybe just a couple more. Okay, I'll get back to that one. I think I remembered it this time. You know, when you go out and you're trying to pick up someone of the opposite sex but you fail miserably. It goes kind of like this. It's called subtle rebuke. Gazing through space in this crowded place, our eyeballs embrace, and I'm struck by the grace of your fine-grained face, with its ferocious features barking out at me like little canine creatures, barricading your brain from any outstretched reaches. After contemplation, I consider an invitation for possible communication, just light stimulation to ignite stimulation. I saunter to your table, confident and stable, and quietly I inquire, "Hey there, pretty sister, how'd you like a brand new mister? Nothing at all sinister, I'll just accept what you administer." Your reply is a snarl, "I'm not that kind of gal, and even if I was, pal, I'd sure as heat and hell spit a spiteful spell to render you unwell, 'cause you're foul and you smell." Your subtle rebuke renders me mute. You consider me less than puke, and this sure ain't no fluke, it ain't nothing but the truth. This scene has become a spectacle, and my departure from this debacle looks increasingly logical, although I give it one last vocal. "Sweet as pretty lady, didn't mean to come across shady, just kinda thought that maybe you'd like to try for a baby." Slowly but surely you expectorate, disintegrating my dreams of a date. Our liaison will have to wait, 'cause a phlegm-filled face is my fate. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. I'll just do a couple more. Is that alright? Right, here's one about getting bills in the mail, you know. We all like that shit, don't we? It's called mailbox blues. Some guy called Bill always arrives unannounced to arrogantly agitate and aggravate with pointless and powerless pieces of pointless paper. Bill is one guy I just don't need as he babbles and baffles in his bureaucratic and bombastic, self-sycophantic, rigidly rehearsed rhetoric. I cannot comprehend his carefully calculated clusters of computer-controlled numbers and systematic sentences. What is it that he wants from me? Probably some confirmation that the current situation can reach an amicable solution under his ongoing conditions. Politely, positively, peacefully, I humbly ask of thee, my bestest buddy Billy, to abscond with haste so that I can't taste the pasty human waste flowing freely from your feces-featured face. One more. Here's one about gossip. You know what they say about gossip, eh? If they gossip to you, they'll gossip about you. Probably been known to do it myself. But you know, I don't mind a little bit of gossip, eh? As long as it doesn't get too personal, you know, like if someone says, "Oh, you know, that guy there, he fucking, you know, he owes me 20 bucks from about 2 weeks ago," sort of thing. That's alright. But when it gets a bit more personal, like, you know, "See that guy there? He would eat your ass for a handful of minties." That's when it, you know, gets a little bit over the top. There's no need for it. Here's one about gossip. Fuck man, I forgot this one as well. Okay, it's like this. You go on and on, always in my face with your non-stop chatter chat chat. Like a gun, a machine gun, but the noise was not rat-a-tat-tat. It was more like something else. It was more like, and that. The gossip makers are vampires that feed on the grapevine headline, primetime debasement of those not present. From which slime-ridden swamp do these motor mouths emerge to drool their droll dribble on eagerly earnest ears? He said that, she said that, we said that, you said that, I said that, they said that, he said that, she said that he doesn't like you, and that... Definitely one last one. This one's a bit of a cynical one, mate. I'm not sure if you like it or not. It's more back to that one sentence thing, you know, when someone pisses you off. It's good to think like that sometimes. It just, you know, gets it out there without actually getting it out there. It's called Dedicated to You. When I see you, my mind springs into action like a well-oiled machine and thinks that I'd love to rip your eye out of its socket with a rusty meat hook, then sever the roots with my teeth to taste the sickly sweet of your warm blood, and then fuck the orifice it creates, and revel in the hollow crunching sound my knee makes as it rises sharply upward to meet your inviting face, and then spit on you with everything that my phlegm factory can produce, and then kickety-kick you into the darkest depth of the deepest hole to fester and ferment, totally unnoticed by everyone but the junkyard dogs you belong with. Thanks, CJ, I really appreciate it.